beat him the way you beat him.
Do you think Alex Pereira is starting to make an argument to be like on the Mount Rushmore of MMA fighters, like one of the true greatest ever, and losing the belt and regaining it now, something very hard to do?
Do I think he's what?
Like on the Mount Rushmore of MMA fighters, like one of the top, 4 or 5 best to ever do this?
I mean, as you start looking at some of the guys around right now, you start looking at like Islam and Alex and Merab and, these guys are doing some pretty badass things right now.
Mm-hmm. We haven't had the chance to talk to you since the Canelo-Crawford fight. I'm just curious, now that you've had a few weeks to reflect, how did you feel the event went, everything?
Yeah, it went great. I mean, the event couldn't have gone off any better than it did. It was very successful. People that were there live felt like the live event was great. The commission told us it's the best boxing event they've done in probably 2 decades, as far as the team and how smooth everything ran. Obviously, Netflix was very happy. It was as close to flawless as it could be.
What will you take away from that to try to apply going forward? Because we've heard you talk about boxing for years and the things you don't like, right? Like concerts, pacing, things like that. Did you feel all of that hit the right notes on that event?
Yeah, I think that it's no different than the UFC and Power Slap and these other things that I do. As you do, every time you do an event, the event evolves and you figure out things that can be tweaked and fixed and done better. And we'll continue to do that over the next couple of years with boxing. Mm-hmm. And I haven't sat down. We were supposed to do it on Thursday or Wednesday or whatever, but I've been crazy busy. But I haven't sat down and watched the event yet. We were supposed to do it this week, but I was too busy.
Okay. You had said on Logan Paul's podcast that I think it was last week or the week before, you were doing a meeting with 60 of your people and people from Paramount and all that stuff to map out the next 7 years. How did those meetings?
It went great. Yeah. I mean, they're all here tonight. All the CBS Paramount people are all here tonight. A lot of the people you saw sitting at the table with us were some of those executives. And the synergy between the two groups already is incredible. So, yeah, we're all really excited. They're fired up about this. And just from what they're telling us they're going to do leading up to the launch, it's bigger than any group of people we've ever been with, any network. It's exciting. It's going to be fun.
Do you think the first numbered event of that era, will that be on CBS, or do you think it'll be just on Paramount Plus?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's going to be on Paramount Plus. If I had to sit here right now and say it, Paramount Plus.
Yeah, and you have the boxing deal sorted now. Do you have any updates on the future of Contender Series? Is that one of the properties that you still have to figure out the future plans for?
No, I don't have anything on that, but yeah, nothing on that yet. We're still working on that.
Okay, and last one, there was a report from a paper or website in Hawaii after you had gone there with Max Holloway saying UFC Hawaii talks heating up again. Is there anything to that?
What?
When you went there with Max,
yeah. I saw Max, and what did he say?
No, it was a report from a Hawaiian outlet, and it said UFC Hawaii talks heating up again.
I mean, we've been talking for 25 years. Lorenzo and I wanted to go to Hawaii, when we first bought it. I had breakfast with the governor. We're having great conversations. Love to see an arena get built over there. I told Mark Zuckerberg, you're the only billionaire without an arena. Let's get one over in Hawaii. So we'll see how it goes.
Thank you, Dana.
Yep.
Dana right here. You see, bantamweight might be one of the most competitive divisions for a long time in the UFC. When you see a guy like Merab doing what he's doing, is it easy to say that he might be the best bantamweight champion
Absolutely.
the UFC has ever had? And then secondly, to be the first one to bring it up, Conor McGregor at the White House, feels like every other day he's, making some public comments saying he's negotiating directly with the White House about getting the fight. It just feels like that's, the most preeminent guy. Can you just talk about where talks are about Conor's return, White House or otherwise?
We're still talking about the production and how everything's going to work at the White House. We have not started negotiating any fights for the White House yet. That won't even start till February.
And then finally,
I made it clear Conor wants to fight on that card, and you can clearly see Conor is very fired up to fight on that card, but nothing is done yet. And no fights are being negotiated with the White House.
Thank you. Final question. The UFC, on the broadcast, you did, honor John Jones's brother. Have you spoken with John or sent a message, and just what did he say?
Yeah, I've talked to him a few times. I mean, most of you probably interacted at one point or another with Arthur. He was such a great guy. And, you know, when somebody passes away like that in their sleep, so young, not even 40 years old yet, it's brutal. And, you know, I think that the conversations I've had with John, I think he's handling it pretty well. You know, these things are never easy.
I did have one final one on a lighter note. After everything that went into Canelo Crawford, was it nicer or easier to go back to just a regular UFC pay-per-view fight week?
What does that mean?
Just, well, I'm assuming there was so much extra stuff, big boxing, Netflix, and all that, whereas UFC.
But this is what we
pay-per-view-
do. We did the Sphere. We're going to do the White House. We did, yeah, I love that shit. Love it.
Thank you.
The answer is no.
Dana, earlier this week, you scheduled Arman Sarukian to fight Dan Hooker in November.
Yeah.
And will the winner of that fight become the #1 contender in the lightweight division?
Will the number of that? Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Dana.
You're welcome.
Dan over here. Just shifting back over to Canelo Crawford. I know you mentioned it was a great experience for you. Did any part of that experience promoting that fight here at the Allegiant change your take on stadium events for the UFC side of things?
No.
And
I hate stadiums.
Fair enough.
But I'll tell you this. The production team did a great job of making it feel not like a stadium. The live event and especially I got a lot of good feedback from people who were there and people who are regular fans of boxing and go to boxing events. So we got a lot of good feedback from it. And like I was telling him earlier, you know, we'll just get better and better and better every time we do it.
How did that challenge compare to September the year prior doing Noche at the Sphere?
What's that? You know, they're all different in their own ways. Noche was really expensive, and you had to get a lot of really technical shit that not a lot of people know how to do done in a very short amount of time. So when you think about it, we did Noche as a sports organization. I thought after we did it, people would all be trying to do it. Nobody's fucking trying to do that. You notice that? The answer to that, and the reason that is because it's very complicated to do and it's very expensive. We're literally the only ones that have done it.
For sure. Last one for me. Alex Pereira was seen once again grabbing his toe there at the end. Did you catch that by any chance?
Did you see Alex grabbing his toe?
Huh? What's that? Yeah. He definitely either dislocated or broke his toes or something. I don't know that for a fact, but I saw what all of you saw, and it definitely looked like he fucked his toes up.
Right.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Dana, how's it going? I know you have like thousands of questions about the White House. Do you think it's going to be possible to add Alex fight and Jiri fight at the White House card? And another one, what do you think about the Magomed? It's not the best performance. What he needs to do to get back to the title shot?
Hit me with that one. Wasn't his best performance? I agree with you, sir. I mean, I don't know what else to say to you other than that, you know, he had a rough night. And then I think that, so if you look at what we're looking down the barrel of right now, we're about to go on a new network on Paramount, and we need to deliver a massive, incredible card in January. And then in February, we'll start looking at building the White House card, which I will right now tell you will be the greatest fight card ever assembled in the history of definitely this company. So I don't know if I answered your questions, but.
So we can expect Alex and Jiri fight in the White House card, right?
Sure. Run that. That's your headline, yeah. That's what I said.
Dana, there's been a lot of European stars rising in the UFC. Could we see the UFC going back to a Scandinavian country next year, perhaps like Sweden?
Go back to Sweden?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, we could end up anywhere next year. But yes, I mean, Sweden was always, we always had a great time over there. The events would sell out, and the energy was great. Obviously, very educated fans. I don't eat McDonald's, but they got a really cool McDonald's over there, too. It's like a 3-story McDonald's. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, it's awesome. So that's the only restaurant that'll be open by the time we get out of the fights, and the place will be packed. Yeah, I love Sweden. The answer is yes.
Sounds like a plan. And one last question for me. Arman Sarukian and Dan Hooker, they said they need security to hold them back because if they see each other before the fight, they're going to start a brawl. Are we going to have that extra security to protect this main event? I
mean, every weekend when we do these things, there's all kinds of crazy shit that happens, and there's just the shit that happens at the PI. I mean, imagine the people that run into each other over there all the time. It's part of the business, and, you know, we don't beef up any extra security because we think guys are talking shit. It's part of the business.
Thank you, Dana.
Thank you.
Sorry, just one more, Dana. When you say things like it's going to be the greatest fight card ever assembled, our imaginations run wild, right? And one of the things people have been wondering about is Ronda Rousey. She posted like she's finding her love for MMA again and training hard. Have you talked to her? Does she have any desire to return to the UFC?
Yeah, her and I are still very close. When we talk, you know, I would say we probably talk once every 3 months or something like that. And she was in Vegas recently, and she came by the offices. But yeah, I don't know what her plans are. I think she's just training again.
Okay. Would you throw out a feeler and see if she would be interested in that?
No, I mean, she just had 3 babies, and she's in a whole nother place in her life. But I will say this, she's just had another baby, and she's in great shape right now. I mean, she's friggin' ripped like she used to be. So I don't know.
Thank you.
Yep. Good? Thanks, guys. Have a great night.
Well, Jiri, safe to say you went for that. It was a great fight. When you went into round 3, did you know you probably needed a finish to win the fight?
Yes, yes. I knew that because my coaches told me like, man, you have to win this round. You have to knock him out. And then I started to realize how to do that.
You spoke in the week about wanting to be more patient in this fight. Was there ever moments in the first and second round where you were thinking, oh, I'm being too patient, I'm being too calm?
Yeah, that was right. That was right. I was too patient, and yeah, that was something I didn't realize that I waited too much for a counter, too much waiting for a counter, because I thought like that will be there. I'm on the place. I will catch him really clearly with the counter, but his technique and his attitude was just waiting for my attacks, good defense and go back, good defense and go back. So I needed to change it, and I changed it in the third one.
When do you think you hurt him to the body? Was it in round 3 or maybe at the end of round 2? Do you know when you hurt him to the body?
Into body?
Yeah.
I think it was in the one or two second round, and in the third round I realized I really need to start more work, more like tempo, rhythm, to be more active, because I saw like he is not good. He have not good condition, like cardio. Yeah. So I started to work more. I started to believe in my defense, in my hands up. Man, I didn't understand that works.
Having your hands up.
Because my like hands up and head movement, and when I first time I connected together and it worked. So I'm happy that was the thing in the third round what make me happy. Why I'm happy? Because the first 2 rounds was bad, man.
And then obviously, so it's a fantastic night for a fantastic win, and then you get to go to watch the main event, and you watched Alex Pereira win his fight in the way that he did, and it looked like you were very happy to see that cage side. The cameras looked like you were maybe getting even a little bit emotional to see him win.
And you know, win, lose, whoever, but Alex and his team, Glover, Teixeira there, and all of these guys, we have good relationship with them, like with my team, and I really wished him like the win because all these bullshit what Ankalaev wrote before and all these nonsenses, what he thought about himself, about others. So that was why I was happy, yeah, because I saw really angry Alex going forward through the Ankalaev, and that was something what I needed to be in my fight too, like more pressure, yeah.
And last one for me. I think if it was anyone else who had maybe been defeated by Alex twice, we wouldn't want to see a third fight. But because it's you and because of the way you fight, I think fans would love to see you fight Alex again. Do you believe you're in a position now that you can get that third fight?
Yes, I believe I'm in a position to get the belt.
You're here.
Doesn't matter how, I will find a way. I will find a way.
What do you think would be different about a third fight from Alex? Like, it seems like you've learned a lot about your first 2 fights with Alex. What would be different in a third fight in your mind?
You know, I will take all these 2 fights, what I've learned from, and I will not repeat my mistakes. I will be just better. I will find a way.
Jiri over here. After your last fight, you had a viral moment saying you're gonna celebrate with your friends and show them something special. What's the celebration gonna look like tonight?
You know, man. Let's see. Somebody told me like we are on the special guest list on the Tiesto parties tonight, so let's see. I have no friends from Czech Republic to get into my hotel room and celebrate there.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So let's go for that.
Jiri right here. It looked like Alex might have hurt his foot in that fight, and then we've also heard talks maybe Alex wants to move up to heavyweight. If the UFC came to you and said, hey, are you willing to fight Carlos Ulberg while we wait for Alex, is that something you'd be interested in?
I just want to fight for the title, no matter who.
And then another one, just obviously the reception to you from the fans is always very big, but it's only grown as you've been in more of these big fights. Can you just talk a little bit about what it's like for you to feel that energy and just have all of that support, especially here in the United States, which obviously isn't your home country?
Man, I'm really happy that I feel the support from here. Like I heard in the fight, USA. that was really nice. But I really understand, man. He was from here. He's from the Vegas. So. But I'm really happy that I'm connected with the people here. That I can inspire the people here by all these things, what I'm doing, how I'm living, because this is my way to keep myself in this process of the meditation, of the self-improvements day by day, especially when me and my colleagues, we started with my brand, BJP brand, in the US, and also worked with the brand Tolion, which is the measure for a brain health. And so there is a lot of things, a lot of good things. What's to do, what you can give me, and I can give you, and I'm really happy we can share it. This is all, and I'm happy that you gave me the chance to show my best.
Thank you.
Jiri, obviously you and Khalil had a very respectful build-up. You guys both have respect for each other, and during the build-up you guys said you want to bring a great fight, and you did just that. So after the fight, have you had a chance to say anything to him or his team?
Sorry, please.
That I know you and Khalil have a lot of respect for each other, and that you guys both want to bring a great fight, and you guys did exactly that. So after, now everything's settled, do you have a message for him and his team?
I just met his coaches, and I asked him how is he, and he just told me like he have just few cuts, and man, right now the message for him: thank you for the fight, thank you for a fight, thank you, thank you. You activate me, my rarest side inside of myself, because wow, long time I didn't activate myself like that, because I really felt you have to win or nothing, you have to find a way, and a long time I was not in this position on the training, on the so I really need to be connected with this side of myself, win or nothing. So thank you, Khalil. Thank you, all your team. And I hope he will be back soon.
Jiri, you seemed frustrated during much of the first part of that fight, and then you had this moment where you just turned the whole thing around. When
I was frustrated.
It seemed like you were frustrated during the first couple rounds with Khalil, and then in that last round, you just
Yes,
turned it on?
because I just waited for a fucking game plan. Yeah, because everybody have the game plan. I started to work with the game plans too, but I realized that the game plans, you can have the best game plan, but you have to synchronize with what's happening. You improvise, and that's my best what I can do. So I was frustrated by that because I was too much for waiting for the counter, and he didn't attack me. he just countered me back. So I needed to find a way.
When did you feel that it switched to your side in that third round? Because you had this moment which many feel like could be fight of the year with the ending into that third round. When did you feel that switch had happened?
I really felt that when I started to believe in my defense. When he punched me a lot, and I went and I defend that well, really well. And then I started to believe, man, I can be in the close distance, and he can't touch me. Can't touch me. So that was the point. That was the point. And then I started to find a way. Body shot, front jab, body shot. Yeah, and then the way appear, elbow, yeah, and other techniques.
It didn't seem like you were worried of him coming at you at that point.
Sorry.
It didn't seem like you were worried of his attack coming back at you.
Yeah, because I was respectful first from his attack. Yeah, but in the first rounds, and he didn't do nothing in the first round. Like, he just waited for my attacks to come back. So it was a game of waiting.
Congratulations, great
Thank you so
fight.
much. Thank you. Okay, thank you, everyone. Thank you. Pleasure.
Merab, front, right here.
Hello, everyone.
How are you? Congratulations on another successful title defense. I guess, physically, how are you feeling? Emotionally, how are you feeling? And just overall, how happy are you with the performance?
Physically, I feel great, and emotionally, I'm very relaxed and very good because this is normal for me. I do this 3 times a week. I sparring 3 times a week, and this is, as you guys see, I was just enjoying having fun there, and I'm good. This is just normal day for me.
Corey seemed to, he did his homework on you. He got up a lot. Defended quite a bit of takedowns. Were you impressed with his ability to continuously get back up in there?
Yes, I was impressing actually about how he was defending my takedowns and to get up. He was doing a great job. Also, he was pushing my hand. That way, he was making tired my hands. And he was well prepared, well training, and then I think striking is more easier than wrestling with him because he was making my wrestling way harder than striking. Striking, I had much success with him.
You almost got him out of there, I think, in round 2. I guess, were you surprised that he survived that? Some people even said the referee probably could have stopped it at some point in there.
Yeah, actually, I was surprised. I dropped him. Like I said, I was gonna knock him out, and I almost did. And when I heard him, I was keep going. And funny thing is, Margada was our referee, and I tell him before the fight, if I get hurt, please give me every chance you can. Let me fight. Let me go out, and you can stop the fight. Because I tell same to every referee. And you guys know that I was skeptical about this. Margada, usually he stops fights early. And I tell him about myself, give me a chance. I guess the Corey was in the situation, he gave the Corey all the chance, I guess. But after the fight, I met Corey Sanhagan, and he gave me so much respect, and I was happy that we go all 5 rounds, and I'm happy that I don't finish him, and we get to see all 5 rounds, and I guess 20 takedowns, and I'm sure we enjoy more.
You set the record for most takedowns in a UFC title fight. I don't know if you know that, but you also, I think you're the 3rd or 4th longest win streak in UFC history behind Anderson Silva, Islam, and Kamaru Usman. So 2 more records for your resume.
Wow. Yeah, I heard about 20 takedowns, and this is good, of course. And then it was some moments during the fights, I was just keep taking down because I'm like, oh, this is another for my takedown records. Yeah, I was just doing because of the record, I'm just grateful all the everything, what I earn, what I. How far I came, and like I said before, I'm just getting better, and then I feel like this is beginning, for me, because it was hard to get here, but now I'm just keep training hard and keep getting better.
Is the plan still to fight in December?
Yeah, I would love to fight in December. Because otherwise I have so many opportunities to travel somewhere. This is good. I love it. I enjoy wherever I go, but it's gonna take away my fights, and the most I enjoy this feeling, fighting, and I want to be busy, and I don't want to wait too much the next contenders. I think Peter is 3-5 win streak. He's former champion, and I think he deserved title fight, and I think so. If UFC wants, I'm ready to fight in December, no problem.
Well, right now there's no main event for December, so maybe you guys get the main event.
Maybe. Let's see. That would be good.
Rob,
Thank you so much.
to your left here. When Dana was in here earlier, he said he thinks you're the greatest bantamweight champion we've ever had in the UFC. You guys have had your ups and downs over the years. What does it mean for him to say that about you now?
Of course, it's nice to hear from the boss. I appreciate to him, Even maybe I don't agree with that. I mean, I'm not sure about that, but the Dana White say like this kind of words to me means a lot, and I'm grateful for UFC and for Dana White, of course, like the job they're doing and all the opportunities I given by UFC, and I'm grateful for that. And yeah, but this is just, I mean, I'm thankful. I'm thankful very much.
What would be your message to Dana and to Hunter Campbell now to get that fight in December and try to make history as the first champion to ever defend the title 4 times in 1 year?
My message will be, if they have a spa, like a main event or co-main event, I would love to fight December, no problem. And whoever they think deserved more, and I'm ready. I just want to tell them I'm ready. If they will give me this favor, that would be nice. But if I can fight in January too, but January it's a little challenging. It was challenge for me when I fought Umar like this year, because we have Christmas and then we have New Year and then we have Georgian Christmas, because we celebrate 14 days later like Christmas, and also that is my birthday, and yeah, January 10th, and then also the Christmas, New Year, the PI closed, gym is closed, party partners they all drink and they're having good times with families and summer mountains, you know, and even yeah, it's a little bit cold, and so January it's a little bit tough, but that's fine.
And I know tonight is your night, but tomorrow your boy Aljamain Sterling is getting married. I guess just how excited are you to have it be his big day tomorrow?
Yeah, like I'm gonna say, Gaumar always say just for Aljo, like because this is big moment for him. Aljos, Gaumar! 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 Thank you guys. Yeah, I don't have Funk Harbor, brother, sorry. I have just water. Congratulations, Aljo. This is big moment for you and for your fiancée, Rebecca. God bless you guys, many kids, and this is big moment, and enjoy. God bless you. Yeah.
Merab, you're now getting to the stage of your fighting career where people don't know how you can lose, right? There used to be holes that, oh, maybe he can't do this, maybe he can't take a punch, and now no one really knows how to beat you. If you were going to design a guy who could challenge you or beat you in the cage, what would they have to challenge you?
You want me to tell you my secret? Like,
And then I can sell it to someone else. It'd be great.
I know you are a fighter, but like you coming to my belt or what?
I'm too heavy for you.
Yeah. Oh, there you. You think? Let's go your weight class. I'm coming for you, bro.
I forfeit already.
I want to spar with you now.
Okay.
I'll make you humble. I'll show you. Like everybody's beautiful. Like even GSP said, like we all lose in the gym, like some training partners. I said I'm gonna tell you guys, like, so we saw Pachi Mix just lost fight, but this guy many times submit me in the gym. You know, he's good, but sometimes fight doesn't go your way. You know, I saw him I think yesterday Pachi Mix, and he got chills, and he told me he was training through like during the he has an impaction, you know, I think stop impaction and stuff. So it's fight business. And we saw like first fight Ankalaev versus Pereira, different result. This time different result. Next maybe third time, you know, it's a fight. You know, everybody's beautiful. Good luck to fight with me, but it's of course everybody has a chance.
There's two ways to make a big legacy in the sport, it seems. It's either go to a different division and try and get multiple belts, or it's stay in your one division and win many times, like Anderson Silva did at middleweight or George did at welterweight. Would you rather stay in your division and just keep beating everyone to create your legacy that way?
Yeah, because this is my division, and I'm comfortable here. I don't wanna try go up and make a mess, and because I don't wanna be without in white. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like you have if somebody show up, I'll just waiting tomorrow. We will crush his face. We will be mad at least. So it's like the guys earn them whatever. So and then also I'm comfortable here. I wanna be my division champion, and then there is I have respect for all these guys, especially my brother Aljamain Stanley Volkanovski, and I don't want to fight these guys. I'm good here. I don't know. We'll see. I'm enjoying. I'm so far. I have next plan to fight Pereira, and I'm comfortable here. I wanna continue my weight class and do most.
And last one from me, Dana says you're the bantamweight GOAT already. I know that there's Aljamain, of course, and Dominic Cruz are usually the two others. And you say you're not sure that you are the GOAT at the moment. What would you have to do for yourself, feel like the best ever in this division?
Thank you. So, as a fighter, I'm an active fighter. My brother, I have two older brothers. The second brother, he was pilot 17 years in Georgian Army. He was one or two helicopters, and then they have an expression like this. You don't say I'm a pilot, since when you retire and is sitting with your grandkids, and then you talk about after. Before, you keep learning, So I'm a fighter, and I'm never gonna say I'm a GOAT. I'm keep getting better. I'm keep learning. I'm still keep grinding, because this is MMA. You have to be humble, otherwise you will get humbled. If you get cocky, So I'm just trying to get better, and maybe I will say that when, God willing, when I will sit with my grandkids, then maybe I will tell them, you know what? One day I was GOAT, but now I'm not. I don't consider myself to be GOAT, because I'm keep getting better. I'm still a student in this game. Thank you so much.
Merab, right here. Congratulations. Merab, we saw on Nina Drama's channel how big of a reception it was when you went back to Georgia recently. You continue to build this legacy. What message do you have for Dana? Hey, can we get the UFC back to Georgia, close to Georgia, for you to compete in your side of the world?
Brother, it takes, you need the money for that. We're trying. Also, my good friend David Natroshvili also trying. He has a company Aviator. He's also trying to bring UFC Georgia, and hopefully we will make it happen. And I don't know, we are fighters, and we have many more talent fighters who can fight in UFC Georgia, and I will do my best to help UFC or help Georgian governments to make this happen. But we deserve, now I think I heard that in our neighbor Azerbaijan have a second time UFC in Azerbaijan. This is good, but that would be nice to have a UFC in Georgia.
When you first started fighting, what did you want out of your fighting career? Was it just about competition? Was it make some money, maybe help yourself, help your family? Because I have to imagine this has become much bigger than you ever could have dreamed of right now.
Yeah. When I start fighting, I don't know much about fighting. I just saw I was walking in the street and I saw the sign. They was selling tickets, and they was also looking for volunteer fighters who has a little bit experience of martial arts. They can enjoy, they can fight. And I signed, I called, I signed it, and then when I had my first fight, I realized I find it myself. It was my sport, because every other sport has so many rules. I was doing judo, so many rules. Even soccer, you cannot grab the ball, right? Only kick, right? Basketball, only hand, right? Every sport has the rules. Fighting, long as you fight clear without eye pokes and bite, you can fight. You know, you have a good cardio, wrestling, whatever. You can still make it happen. And I find in myself this. I love it. I was enjoying fighting, and I want to just fighting, and I just wanted to represent my country. That was my goal, to like just do my best to represent my country outside, you know. But yeah, now I'm a champion.
Hopefully you fight in December. Maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't. But you're going to be the champion who fought 3 times in 2025, won 3 times in 2025. Most people are going to say at the end of the year, Merab Dvalishvili, fighter of the year. What does that mean to you?
It just means a lot for me, of course. I don't know. It's too much good things like with me. Like too much good things to think about. Like so many things happening. But I'm just grateful for everything, and I just appreciate all the fans and all the people who works for like MMA, that makes MMA great. All you guys, media, and fans. Of course, you guys are the who's making MMA. Who we all doing work, and I hope it's gonna be motivation for everybody to just work hard. You know, everybody knows my story. I'm just like maybe even I lost my first to fight UFC, but I work all the way up, and I'm here now. So just keep working, keep getting better, and then everything is possible.
Congrats.
Thank you.
დათო ჭეიშვილი, სეტანდა სპორტ ჯორჯია. მერაბ გილოცავ კიდევ ერთ წარმატებულ ქამრის დაცვას. During the media day, Corey said Umar has as good wrestling as you, if not better. Why is Georgian wrestling overlooked? And what do you think? Corey changed his mind after today's performance?
Brother, you know secret. We are Georgians. We have a big what? Big balls, brother. That's the secret, bro. Yeah, Georgian wrestling is of course good. You know, we have many Olympic champions, and we have most important big heart. You know. And we are basically, I think, genetic strong people, and we just love to win. I don't know, like I can go on and on, you know.
მერაბ, ბოლოს უამრავმა ქართველმა უყურა და იზეიმა შენს ჩემპიონობას. თუ შეგიძლია მიმართო მათ.
არ ვიცი, ძალიან გახარებული ვარ და რომ რავი, კიდევ ერთხელ შევძელი ჩემი ქართველი ხალხის გახარება და მათი იმედების გამართლება. და რავი, მე ვაგრძელებ ის რაც ყველაზე კარგად გამომდის სპორტი და შევეცდები რაც შეიძლება დიდხანს გავაკეთო ეს მანამდე ჯანმრთელობა შემიწყობს ხელს, იმიტომ რომ ამ ვფიქრობ რომ აი ამით ეს რაც შემიძლია რაც გამომდის, ამით შემიძლია რომ რაღაცა პოპულარობა თუ რაღაც ერთი აგური დავდო ჩვენი ქვეყნის კეთილდღეობაში და კეთილდღეობაში პოპულარობაში და რაღაც წარმატებაში და აი ვაპირებ რომ მთელი ცხოვრება 50 წლამდე გავაკეთო ეს საქმე, მიუხედავად იმისა რომ წონის კლება მეზიზღება, აი ყველაზე ძალიან ეხაც ბოლოს ლამის ვიტირე 10 კილო რო დავიკელი, აი ყველაზე ძნელი წუთები გავიარე რომ ანუ ძალიან მეთქი არ ამგოდი 50 წლამდე მინდოდეს ეს, მაგრამ ეხლა რა თქმა უნდა ისევ მზად ვარ რომ ისევ იგივე გავიარო ეგ წონის კლების ერთი კვირა, შიმშილი, წყურვილი, მაგრამ შედეგად ღირდა იმისთვის რომ გავახარო ჩემი ხალხი, ჩემი ქვეყანა და мотивация მივცეთ ყველა ქართველ ახალგაზრდას რომ იცხოვრონ ჯანსაღი ცხოვრების წესით და იუარჯიშონ და დარბაზი, სწორი კვება, არა ალკოჰოლი და არა ზედმეტი მავნე, რა თქმა უნდა, საუბარი არ არის ნარკოტიკზე და ესე შემდეგ.
წარმატებები და უღრმესი მადლობა ყველაფრისთვის.
დიდი მადლობა ძმა, თქვენც.
Merab over here. What did it mean to defend your title and put on a show in front of your good friend Mark Zuckerberg?
Yeah, that was cool. Like he came in locker room before the fight, and yeah, he's the man. He's watching all the fights, and he knows. Oh yeah, during the fight, every time after the round, he told me one round it's yours, and every round he's telling me two and up. Like he was telling me that you're winning, you know. And then he was cornering pretty much. I was cheating a little bit, you know. That was cool. Like very. That was very nice of him to like came and support. And he invited me to his place, and I'm excited to go and training with him. That was cool. Thank you.
Merab, congratulations on an amazing performance.
Thank you.
My question is, your best friend is getting married soon. When can you expect you to get married?
I'm working on it. I'm working, but I'm like, yeah, of course. I'm working, like, and then hopefully soon, you know.
Okay, another one for me. Your life is pretty interesting. You achieved a lot in the sport. If you ever write down your own biography book, what would you name it?
No, I'm good, man. Like, today we are in technology. Like, no, there is no more books, you know. I don't know. We just watch TV and move on, you know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think this much, you know. I just no, I don't think I'm like something like this special, you know. I don't know to give my name, give myself name or something like. I don't know. Maybe that's you guys' job, smart people's job. Me, I'm not this much smart.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bob.
Sorry, Mob, just one more before you go. I know you had said the main event tonight was kind of an example how things can be different between the first and the second fight. Piotr Jan tweeted something saying that was a reminder that rematches can look very different from the first fight. How do you think a rematch goes with Piotr? Because I know last time you said if you lost to him, you'd kill yourself.
What did you say last time?
Didn't you say last time if you lost to Piotr, you'd kill yourself?
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, it's gonna be new fight. I'm sure he take a lot of advice from our last fight, and I'm sure he will correct lots of things that where I have success, and it's gonna be different fight and different challenge for me. But I'm not afraid of challenge. Peter Yan, we all know he's a good striker. He has good takedown defense, and he has dangerous like a technique. And who knows? But that's why I want to challenge, and I don't wanna sit around I'm not gonna sit, but I don't wanna travel or I wanna keep fighting. And I know I know that I not always will be champion. You know, I wanna give everybody a chance and keep fighting and keep trying, keep test. Thank you so much. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate you. God is good, and I wish you everyone good night. Thank you so much.
Chama.
Alex, first of all, congratulations on the victory. Did you know you were going to fight him as aggressively as you did because of how injured you were in the first fight and how you wanted to correct that in the second fight? Or did you just get in there and feel the emotions of the moment?
Parabéns pela vitória. Você sabia que você ia lutar tão agressivo, que você ia entrar com essa agressividade, ou você sentiu essa emoção no momento?
Não. Isso tudo faz parte do plano. Algumas semanas atrás, o Glover deu entrevista e avisou. Falou, pô, estamos vai diferente. Primeiro round, vocês já vão ver com essa convicção. Né? Mas ninguém acreditou.
No, that was all part of the plan. And Glover even did an interview, and he said, you guys are going to see the difference in the first round. So it was all planned out.
You were very good, for the most part, during the lead up to this, to not taking some of the words said by him or whoever was saying it for him and the personal attacks that were made on him. But realistically, how much of a grudge did you hold against him for those words?
Você foi muito bom em não levar para o lado pessoal as coisas que ele falou e tal, mas até que ponto você conseguiu relevar as coisas que ele estava falando?
Todo momento. Algumas vezes, igual quando eu falei pro Dana White, pergunta pro Dana White e tal, que o Dana White foi e falou, pô, esse cara nunca negou luta pra mim, né? Nunca falou um não. Não importa que está viajando, não está lesionado, e eu sempre fiz isso, então isso acho que foi o que fiquei mais assim, sabe, das palavras dele. E falando também, tipo, pô, da borracharia, que eu iria voltar pra borracharia. Então, tipo, ele estava tentando falar algo para se promover, porque se ele não falasse isso, não falasse do meu nome, ele não conseguia chamar a atenção de ninguém.
I don't let it really affect me, you know, and that's why I even said, you know, ask Dana in the press conference how many times I turned down a fight, and Dana said he's never turned down a fight, even when he's traveling on vacation, whatever it was. But he said a lot of things that I was going to go back and work at a tire shop, and just a lot of things through this whole time that he shouldn't have said.
So I was going to ask you, in the face-off, you were caught on camera saying, I don't want to go back to the tire shop. Obviously, the people who followed your story understand the significance of that. But for those who don't, what is the significance behind those words, and why did you feel you had to tell him that at that moment?
A câmera pegou você falando ali na encarada que você não ia voltar para a borracharia, né? Todo mundo conhece a sua história. Qual o impacto? Por que você precisou falar aquilo para ele?
Para me lembrar depois, né? Eu joguei um pouco de responsabilidade, né? Para mim mesmo, né? Que eu ia lembrar disso, porque eu já falei algumas vezes antes, né? Me perguntaram, né? Pô, como que você conseguiu ser esse cara que você é hoje, e tal? Eu falei, pô, eu não tinha um plano B, eu tinha que lutar. E eu falava que eu não queria voltar para a borracharia. Então eu repeti essa mesma frase para ele para lembrar que eu não queria voltar para a borracharia.
I wanted to remind myself of that. I wanted me to remember that moment and kind of put that responsibility on me of not wanting to go back to the tire shop, because a lot of people ask, you know, how'd you make it from, you know, the tire shop to being a world champion? And it's what I've told myself all along, that I wasn't going to go back to that, so I wanted to remember that.
Mas eu vou pro Brasil e eu vou voltar na borracharia, mas com esse cinturão aqui, ó.
But I'm going to go to Brazil and I'm going to go to the tire shop, but I'm taking this belt right here.
That's awesome. Last one from me. I don't know if you're aware of this yet, but middleweight champion Khamzat Chimaev has called you out and said that congratulations, but now you guys need to finish your business. Are you aware of what business that is, and are you interested in him moving up to fight you at this stage?
O campeão peso médio te desafiou, Khamzat Chimaev, falou parabéns, mas vocês têm negócio a resolver. Que negócios são esses e te interessa?
Obrigado pelos parabéns, mas eu quero uma super luta, igual eu falei, pô, quero lutar nos pesos pesados. Então, só agradeço só pelos parabéns.
Thanks for congratulating me, but all I want is a super fight. I want to fight at heavyweight, but all I can say is thank you.
Alex, boa noite. Alex, você venceu de novo como seu poder no primeiro round. O que passou pela sua cabeça no momento em que sente que terminou a luta tão rápido?
You finished another fight in the first round. You used your power. What do you feel in that moment, you finishing the fight so quickly?
Pensando no que eu tinha passado desde a primeira luta, né, e sabendo como que eu estava me sentindo hoje, com toda a preparação que eu fiz, esse era o plano, chegar ali e ser agressivo, como o Glover tinha falado nas entrevistas, O Glover falou porque ele sabia que ia acontecer isso, porque ele viu como eu estava me comportando nos treinos, e foi o que aconteceu.
I was just thinking of everything I went through in the first fight and what I wanted to do, and Glover called it. He said it in the interviews because he was seeing what I was doing in the gym, and exactly what he said exactly happened.
Você mostrou que consegue se adaptar a qualquer adversário. O que mudou na sua preparação ou na sua mentalidade para conseguir resultado tão dominante dessa vez?
You've shown yourself to be able to adapt to any opponent. What changed in your preparation and your training to be able to make such a different fight?
Eu já tinha feito a preparação para ele, mas como eu falei, né, não estava legal na época, né, então não consegui fazer o que eu já tinha em mente. Então eu tive esse tempo para me recuperar, voltar melhor, e foi o que eu fiz e eu consegui mostrar isso.
I had already prepared for him, but I wasn't feeling well to be able to implement what I had trained for. So I knew what I had to do, and I just had to take care of myself and come back and do it.
Alex, right here. I know you said you're interested in a super fight. Can you elaborate on that? Is it the winner of Tom Aspinall and Cyril Gane? Or it sounded like maybe before everything happened with John Jones in his personal life, you were maybe planning a call out of him.
Você falou que é uma super luta, isso seria o campeão do Aspinall contra o Cyril Gane, ou apesar de tudo que aconteceu com o John Jones, esse era o plano, era pedir o John Jones?
Bom, só vou falar aqui uma vez só na pergunta dele, não quero mais falar sobre isso. Né, com todo o respeito do John Jones, tudo que aconteceu. Não quero que depois... tem muitas pessoas aqui, eu já falei isso lá atrás. Né, falei, pelo amor de Deus, estou falando com todo o respeito e gostaria que vocês me respeitassem também. Mas, sim, esse era o meu plano, né, de estar chamando o John Jones, de estar lutando na Casa Branca. Né, mas, com tudo que aconteceu, eu tenho que tomar cuidado com o que eu falo. Né, então, eu peço, pelo amor de Deus, que vocês não criem caso com isso.
I'll answer his question and I'll answer this subject one time, and I with all due respect, with all the respect I have for the situation, and I've said this in the back, a lot of people try to create a lot of stuff around this. So again, please, with all the respect, I was gonna ask for John Jones in the White House, but with everything that happened, it's not the right time to talk about it.
That's fair. If you did go to heavyweight, we're seeing now a lot that the champions have to vacate their belt when they're moving up. Are you willing to part ways with that title if you go to heavyweight?
Você indo para o peso pesado, a gente está vendo que os campeões que mudam de categoria estão tendo que deixar o cinturão vago. Você está disposto a fazer isso?
Não, acho que não é necessário. Todo mundo sabe a frequência que eu luto, então isso não vai ser problema.
I don't think that's needed. Everyone knows how often I fight, so that's not going to be an issue.
When Dana White was in here, he didn't seem over the moon about the idea of you fighting at heavyweight. If you could send a message to him, I'm sure you'll have meetings and stuff, but what would your pitch be to move up to heavyweight?
Quando o Dana estava aqui, ele não parecia tão empolgado com essa ideia, né? Mas se você pudesse mandar um recado, claro que você vai ter uma reunião, mas se puder mandar um recado para o Dana.
Não precisa. A gente já teve conversa lá atrás.
No need. We already talked backstage.
What did he say?
O que ele falou?
Segredo.
It's a secret.
Okay. And just lastly, if you do stay in this division, obviously Jiri Prochazka had a big knockout tonight. Carlos Alberg won last week. Are you interested in a third fight with Jiri if you stay in this division, or do you feel it has to be the fresh opponent?
Ficando nessa categoria, o Jiri ganhou essa noite, o Carlos Alberg. O Jiri é uma luta que te empolga, te interessa?
É o melhor que tiver.
The best, whoever's the best.
Alex, did you watch the fight between Jiri and Khalil, and what did you think of that one?
Você assistiu a luta do Jiri com o Khalil, o que você achou?
Bom, foi mais ou menos como eu tinha falado. Né? O Jiri é um cara ali que se movimenta muito. E eu achei que isso seria um problema. O Khalil é um pouco mais parado. Né? Mas aí, o Jiri se movimentando, na hora que eu estava assistindo, eu até falei com a minha equipe, falei, o Khalil mudou um pouco, ele está se movimentando bastante, mas isso no decorrer do tempo prejudicou ele um pouco. Então, um cara que está acostumado mais parado, começou a se movimentar bastante, deu aquela cansada ali no terceiro round. É isso.
It's pretty much what I thought. Jiri's a guy who moves around a lot. He's got a lot of movement, and Khalil's a guy that's more, picking his shots and more planning. And I was even talking backstage with my team that I felt like Khalil was moving more, and I think that's something that took a toll on him. He's a guy who's not used to so much moving, and then he started moving, and I think that gassed him out.
I don't know if they've shown you or you saw, but when you won, Jiri was there in the audience and he was very emotional. He was very happy for you. Obviously, you two have some history. What does it mean to you that your peers were very happy for you in that moment?
O Jiri estava ali assistindo de perto, né? E todo mundo viu ali na câmera que ele estava muito emocionado, feliz por você, né? Como é que é ter isso, um colega de profissão, ver o cara ficar feliz por você mesmo?
Ah, isso é muito legal. Ele, quando estava lá na sala médica, ele chegou e falou, pô, quero cumprimentar esse cara e tal. E eu admiro esse respeito, né? Ele, o Khalil, né? São dois caras ali que sempre me respeitou. E, pô, eu admiro eles. O Jiri, pô, tem uma grande educação. Pô, isso é muito legal. Além de a gente estar ali, saindo na porrada, pô, quer ser melhor do que o outro, mas existe o respeito.
I think it's great. You know, he even came back when I was doing my medical, and he just wanted to come and say hi to me. And you know, him and Khalil are just great guys and very respectful. And Yuri's just a very polite and respectful guy.
One final one. Would you say it meant more to yourself to prove that you were still the best, or did it mean more to you to prove to everybody else that you're still the best?
O que significa mais, provar para você que você ainda é o melhor ou para todo mundo?
Bom, estou fazendo meu trabalho. Às vezes a gente faz muitas coisas e não é a gente que vai julgar, né? São outras pessoas. Eu vou fazer meu trabalho, se um dia eles acharem que eu sou o melhor, ok. Se não achar, tá bom, tô feliz com tudo que eu venho conquistando. Minha família está bem, meus amigos estão bem. Acho que para mim isso é o mais importante.
I'm just doing my job, you know. Sometimes you do a lot of things and it's up to other people to judge it. So, you know, if people decide that I'm the best one day, then great. And if not, that's fine too. My family's doing well. My friends are doing well. And that's, in the end, that's what matters.
Alex, over here, you were celebrating in the back with Merab. You two are both the most active champions. What was that moment to share that title with him tonight?
Estava comemorando lá atrás com o Merab. Vocês são os campeões mais ativos que tem. Como é que é dividir esse momento ali com ele?
Não, pô, para mim é sempre bom. Ele tem uma energia muito boa. Eu, quando encontro ele, eu sempre falo desse cardio dele. Pô, é impressionante, né? É um cara que dá para você ver que leva muito a sério, treina muito, né? E, pô, eu admiro isso. Às vezes eu fico assim, pô, impressionado, né? Com o que ele faz, pô, e o cara tá sempre ali, pô, dando show.
It's great. He's got really great energy, and I always tell him that he's got an amazing cardio, and you can tell that he works a lot on it. He's really dedicated to himself. So, you know, it's really great and impressive to see.
Congratulations, champ.
Congratulations, Alex. I don't know if you saw the article on MMA Fighting this week about from Max Cavalera talking about your walkout, and his new Soulfly album called Chama is a tribute to you in Brazil. Have you seen any of that article?
Saiu uma matéria nos Estados Unidos, mas você já sabia, claro, do Max Cavalera, do novo álbum dele que se chama Chama.
Sim, ele mandou uma mensagem, pô, fiquei muito feliz. Né? Agora vou dar um pouco mais de atenção, né? Pô, agora dar aquela relaxada, estava bem focado na luta, tá? Agora ver tudo o que acontece fora da luta, né? Mas também estou indo para o Brasil, de repente posso até encontrar ele lá, vamos ver se isso tudo dá certo, eu acho que vai ser muito legal.
Yeah, I knew about it and I think it's awesome, but you know, I was really focused on the fight, so now I can take the time and actually look at everything else, and I'm going to Brazil, so maybe I could even meet up with him.
Congratulations.
Alex, obviously it's been countless amount of times where you've hyped up the crowd and to tell them to say Shama, but that moment at the end where you were raising your hands up, how special was that? Would you say that was the best one out of all of them?
Você sempre motiva a galera ali, a galera começa a gritar Chama, mas aquele momento ali que você levantou os braços no final da luta, foi especial aquele momento?
Não, com certeza. Eu vi que, pô, o ginásio estava ali, estava malucos, a galera, e, pô, eu gosto disso, eu sentia a energia. E aí, tipo, eu queria algo mais, né? Eu queria agitar ali algo e, pô, levantar os braços e, pô, a galera, pô, dava para sentir, pô, aquela vibração ali no ginásio.
Yeah, it was crazy, you know. I could tell people were going crazy in there, and I just felt like I wanted something more. I wanted to make it even more, so I threw my arms up, and you could really feel the vibe inside that arena.
And how's your toe? I saw you were grabbing it at the end.
Como é que tá o pé e o dedo do pé?
Bom, acho que foi o pé, acho que deve ter quebrado, eu não sei. Eu tava chutando ele, eu tava com uma estratégia muito boa, chutando por dentro ali, que eu vi até na luta do Blachowicz, os dois lutando, e aí eu falei, é uma boa para mim chutar ali. Ele trocou a base rapidamente, depois do terceiro chute. Então eu tava numa distância muito não legal, chutei, pegou um pouco a ponta do pé e deve ter quebrado, não sei.
Yeah, it's my foot, and I'm pretty sure it's broken. But you know, I had a really good strategy that I saw that worked for Blachowicz. The inside calf kicks were working. I threw a few of those, and then he switched stances, and I think I was in the wrong range, and I threw another kick to his lead leg, and it landed on the tip of my foot, and I think it's broken.
Chama.